Okay, here's the analysis for page 138. This is from the Beethoven String Quartet, Opus 135. Third movement and the first, 8 measures or so. If you look through to the end, this is an A flat chord going to D flat, 5-1. So we're in the key of D flat. Here, however, it starts out harmonically ambiguous. We start out with an F and then an A flat. And I believe, when I hear this, I expect the next note to be a C and that the piece will be an F minor. However, the next note is actually a D flat, a little bit of a surprise, and that sets up our key of D flat major. Here, this is just a simple oscillation, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, 5, 4, 3, 1. And you can really see how 5, 4, 3 and 5, 6, 5 are used as neighbor notes. Here we have D flat, we go up melodically, come back down, step down melodically, come back up, go up to an upper neighbor and come back down. So fairly simple, again, lots of 1s and 5s. So now here we go to a 5 chord. We get a passing 7th in the bass right here. So we could call that a 4-2 at this point. Again, Beethoven is playing with us. He is leading us to strongly suspect a 1-6 chord, which would be a D flat major chord with F in the bass. F, A flat, D flat. Okay? Like up here though, the F that it leads to is not harmonized as we expect it to be. It's a little bit of a surprise here. We have F, A, F, and E flat. So this is actually an F7 chord, which is not diatonic to the key, so this must be a 5-7 of something. F is 5 of B flat, B flat is 6 in the key of D flat, so we have a little 5-7 to 1 on 6. And then here we get a D natural, got B flat, D, F. We don't get an A flat, but we don't need it, so this is a B flat major chord with a 3rd in the bass. So this is a 5-6 of something. B flat is 5 in the key of E flat. E flat is 2 in the key of D flat. So there we go. We tonicize the 2 chord, and then here this goes to an A flat chord, which is 5-6. A flat, C, E flat, and we do get the G flat here, so 5-6-5, going to 1. I suppose if we wanted to acknowledge that, that's fine. And then we get a 5 with a cadential 6-4, and resolving to 1. Okay, so let's talk about this again. And really, go and listen to this, okay? And listen for the way it begins, the surprise when it's D flat major. Then in this next section, just this simple oscillating back and forth with 1 neighbor chord, 1 neighbor chord, 1 neighbor chord, 1. And then we head like we're going to go somewhere else. This chord is a surprise, and then we have this. We have these secondary dominant chords in sequence. and here, and then finally resolve. Now, if we're going to think of this in terms of function, we have tonic, dominant, tonic, dominant, tonic, dominant, tonic. And in fact, it's hard to even argue that these are dominant since they really seem to just be embellishments of tonic. So it's probably better to just say tonic all the way through. Okay, now do you remember the diatonic circle of fifths? The last part of it goes 6, 2, 5, 1. Okay? That's what this spot does with secondary dominance, sort of strengthening the progression. Like, look here, a tonicization of 6. Rather than just 6, we do 5, 7 of 6 to 6, which goes to 2, but the 2 has a secondary dominant on it. So this is expanded. 2 is expanded to a 5, 1 on 2, 5 of 2 to 2. And then we have 5 and going to 1. All right, so that's the analysis, page 138.